In this video, we're going to talk about mining.
Ooh, a lot of people will be scared here. A lot of people will be scared, and I'll name them.
So, mining is a set of processes through which useful resources are withdrawn from a stock of non-renewable resource. So basically, it's extraction of mineral resources. It is important to the industrialized societies because some minerals can only be mined and not grown. The process in mining differs depending on what you want to mine. So here we're going to focus in mining ores. So mining ores is an intensive and sophisticated process which now varies based on the mineral. Depends on whether the minerals are excavated, stripped, or brought via tunnels and shafts. The first step in mining mineral ores is mineral exploration. And under mineral exploration, we have various steps. The first one is the project design. It is where you formulate the project. The review of all available data, government requirements, and social and environmental impacts are done here. The next step in mineral exploration is the field exploration. So this is the stage which involves physical activities in the selected project area. And we have different types of field exploration. Number one is the regional reconnaissance. Number two is the detailed exploration. And number three, prospect evaluation. So for the regional reconnaissance, the main objective is to identify targets or interesting mineralized zones covering a relatively large area. So in general, the activities involve regional surface investigation and interpretation. So for the detailed exploration, it is a more detailed surface and subsurface activities with the objective of finding and delineating targets or mineralized zones. Lastly, for the prospect evaluation, it is to assess market profitability. We do this by extensive resource, metallurgical testing, and environmental and societal cost assessment. So after field exploration, you now have the pre-production feasibility study. So this determines and validates the data that you have acquired. This is done for independent assessors to satisfy interested investors to raise funds and bring the project into production. Now let's talk about the mining methods. Number one is the underground mining. Number two is the surface mining. Next is the placer mining. And lastly, the in situ mining. In this video, we're just going to talk about underground and surface mining. But remember, the type of mining method used depends on the kind of resource that is being targeted, the location of the deposit, and the capacity of each method to profitably extract the resource. Each mining method also has varying degrees of safety and impacts on the surrounding environment, both of which are concerns for legitimate mining operations. So for underground mining, it is utilized to extract ore minerals from the ore body that is deep under the Earth's surface. It is typically based on the geology of the area, especially the amount of ground support needed to make the mining safe. For the in situ mining, it is used to extract ore minerals that are close to the Earth's surface. And we have different types of in situ mining. There is an open pit mining and quarrying. So now that we are done with exploration and the mining, we have now to process the mined substances. This is via the milling process. So materials mined are rocks composed of both ore and gangue. So if you remember the gangue, they are the waste substances. The extracted rocks will undergo processes of mineral, such as separation and recovery. So recovering the minerals involve one or more processes wherein the separation is usually done in a mill. Crushing and screening are the first stages of controlled size reduction, followed by grinding where the rocks are pulverized. So we have different types of milling process. We have the heavy media separation. So the crushed rocks are submerged in liquid where the heavier or denser minerals sink, thus are separated from the lighter minerals. So it's just like liquid-liquid extraction in chemicals. It would depend on the density of the substance. This is commonly used to separate chalcopyrite from quartz before the refining processes of extracting copper. This is how heavy media separation is done. Next, we have the magnetic separation. So if the metal or mineral is magnetic, the crushed ore is separated from waste materials using a powerful magnet. So if we're going to look at the picture, the magnetic substances goes to the left and the non-magnetic substances go to the right. Next, we have the cyanide heap leaching. So this method is used for low-grade gold ore, where the crushed rock is piled or placed on a leach pile where cyanide solution is sprayed or dripped on top of the pile. So as the leach solution percolates down through the rocks, the gold is dissolved into the solution. Then the solution is processed further to extract the gold. So last, we have the flotation. So the powdered ore is placed into an agitated and frothy slurry where some of the minerals and metals may sink to the bottom or may stick to the bubbles and rise to the top. This depends on the chemical and physical properties of the minerals. This will separate the minerals and metals from the waste.
I'm gonna go for now.
Oh, well, come on, Teletubby! Teleport us to Mars!